Hey guys, here we are inside the ID.Buzz, and first things first, this car is way cooler than I thought it would be. My first impressions when I saw the pictures of the car, when I saw the first reviews online, I was very skeptical. I've driven ID cars from Volkswagen before, and I wasn't sure how this concept would work. But after being behind the steering wheel the first few minutes, I changed my mind. It's my first experience driving this kind of car. Like, I've never driven the T1 or any of the other generations of this design, of this model. And this one really feels like those concept sketches that you see from cars or prototypes, you know, the nice design sketches where the car is like chunky and the roof line is very narrow. You have big wheels, and the same is going on with this car in real life. I think if you would compare it to the prototype and what came out as a final product, is very alike. So well done to Volkswagen on that point. And in general, this car, I'm trying still to figure out exactly the target group, because usually I wouldn't belong, I guess, to the standard target group, or I don't know if this word fits or not, but the stereotype of people who would go straight away and buy this car. And the way it drives, the practicality, the amount of space you have, the design, the quality of the materials and everything really made me change my mind. And especially the impressions of people. I've had the chance to take some friends with us in the car. Also, neighbors were impressed. Lots of positive feedback over the car, which I did not expect. And I've had the chance to get some other cars from Volkswagen or from Audi, and which, generally speaking, they look cooler or are nicer than the ID.Buzz, but they didn't get that feedback or positive input as this one has. Let's talk a little bit about the interior. The interior from this one, this is the first edition. It has space for 5 people. You can incline the back seat so that you have more space. The trunk is huge, and in general, the bright color of the interior makes it very light and nice. Having such a bright interior makes it very comfortable to sit here, since you don't have like a glass roof, or even though you have big windows, you don't have any other sunlight input here, and the roof goes quite over your head, which is nice, because you most of the time while driving during the day, you won't have the sunlight straight in your face, because you have enough roof to cover it up. But if this would be an all black interior, I think this would be quite dim, a bit too dark for my taste. So this bright interior fits perfectly fine with the color we have on the outside. It beats itself here on the inside as well. I usually would not go for a white or cream or light colored steering wheel, but this one works perfectly fine with the rest of the interior and the combination of colors and materials as well. So there are many details here on the ID.Buzz. You have some wood optic plastics combined with matte aluminium details. The screen is big enough to control and to manage. You have armrests on both sides for the front seats for the driver and the co-pilot as well. And the windows are big enough, the mirrors are big enough. You have enough visibility, and even though this car is quite big, you don't feel like you're driving a big car. You feel like you're sitting in a SUV, but the light steering wheel, the assisted steering wheel, makes it very easy to maneuver. The turning circle is quite good actually, and it's fully packed with tech, with sensors. It even has sensors on the side so that you don't scratch or dent the doors. The camera, reversing camera as well, helps a lot, and it comes with parking assist, which allows you to park the car. Well, it parks basically automatically. It brakes itself, it puts on the blinker by itself, it does basically everything. It changes gear. It's very, very nice. The driving itself feels super soft. You do get quite some wind noise if you're driving over 100 kilometers per hour, which would be over 60 miles per hour. You get the wind noise basically because of the design of the car. It's not the super aerodynamic design you might get from a car, but it's fine. I mean, this car is not meant to be driven fast. It's meant to relax, to cruise, and this is perfect for it. I mean, road trips and everything. Katya and I were speaking. This would be actually the perfect Cocora coffee car. We could have the espresso machine on the trunk, go to different locations, maybe offer people some nice specialty coffee. It's really, really nice. And the color works great with this car. There are many different combinations. I don't know if this is yet my favorite color. I will blend in a few of the color combinations I like the most. But this one in live is great. The interior works perfect. So I really like it. There are a few downsides to the car. The whole control center or multimedia goes through the screen, and even though you have a few buttons which are not like physical buttons, they're just sensitive to touch, for the parking sensors, for the climate control, the driving assist, and the drive mode you have. Those are basically the only buttons you get. The rest you have to do it through the screen, and it's quite a faff while you're driving. Also, parking, it doesn't fit everywhere, and even though it's very light to maneuver, it can get very tight here in Spanish parking garages. They are very narrow, and there is not enough space, so that could be a challenge. But I don't know, besides that, it's those 2 points, I guess. You have to get used to the size. It's a big car, but on the other hand, super practical. It feels very, very comfortable. It's perfect for road trips, for big families, or for a car which maybe fulfills different purposes. You know, it can be your daily driver. The range is great. You can use it to transport enough people. There's another option coming out with 9 seats and a camper version, which would be really interesting to see. This first edition one is right now, if you're looking to buy an ID.Buzz right now, it's like the top version. There is the basic one, which would be the cargo, which starts around 58,000 euros. Then there is the ID.Buzz Pro, which is around 64 or 65,000 euros. And this first edition, which is fully packed, has the bigger wheels, all the sensors and everything, starts at 71,000 euros. So it's quite a price tag for the car, but you get a lot of car for that money. I mean, it's very spacious, very comfortable. It has all the tech you need, and if you're not sure about it, the best thing you can do is test drive it. As I said, the feedback from the people driving from different kinds of countries here in Marbella, we have many foreigners. There have been people from Sweden driving in a Porsche Cayenne. They were driving by and they looked through the window and they were with a thumbs up. The neighbors, I mean, this car has its turning heads, probably also because of the color, but it does look very cool and it drives very nice. So I guess it's a win-win with this car. You would definitely enjoy it. Well, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you have any questions about this car, or if you have any suggestions for new videos, just let me know in the comment section. Alright, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.